School in Hampton. WHCS Cable Channel 46 presents Peninsula District Girls Basketball. The Denbigh Patriots visiting the Bethel Bruins. Good evening, everybody. I'm Tim Cole along with Bob Hintz and Bob Killen. We welcome you to Bethel High School for this contest between the Lady Bruins with a record of 7-4 and the Lady Patriots of Denbigh with a record of 6-5. Both of these teams rather even in the standings, and Bob, first chance we've had officially to see either Bethel or Denbigh. Of course, you may have watched Bethel at some time during the regular season already.
Well, I tell you one thing about the Bethel Bruins that you'll find, Tim, is they've got a lot of athletic ability. And one thing that Patrice Calloway was talking about is we had to gear that towards basketball. Being an athlete is one thing, being able to run, jump, do all that other stuff. But now you have to learn the things you got to do on the basketball court. They play an up-tempo. They're going to do a lot of pressing. They're going to try to make their defense create their offense. She says their half-court game is getting better. As you look at our officials there, we have, and I'll let you get the young man there, Cornelius Chambliss, who is a referee, father of the Chambliss kid that played over in Hampton a few years ago, and, of course, Danny Murphy is the umpire.
There you see the officials, and tonight's contest is brought to you through the sponsorship of Zoom's Sitco with 5 convenient Hampton locations, and in part by Wood Funeral Home, where Richard Pulley is the funeral director. All right, we've got the introduction of the starting lineups. Amy O'Neill, number 10, is the first young lady to be introduced. Kenya Andrews sporting a 24-point-per-game average, number 12.
Just a sophomore, Tim.
My gracious. Shatanya Caldwell, number 20. Number 33, Amy Green. And Rosalie Sizer, number 41, rounds out the starters for Wanda Marinke.
And, Tim, they don't have – most of those young ladies are around 5'5" or below, so they're not talking a whole lot of height out there, so they got to be quick on quick.
Denbigh last time out suffered a loss at the hands of Gloucester by a score of 54-43. Now for the homestanding Lady Bruins. First one, number 3, Asia Carroll, better than 10 points per game.
Number 10, Thomas.
Number 10, that would be Veronica Johnson. Simmons, Shamika, averaging almost 10 points a game, 9.3. Chanel Scott, number 32, and she is averaging a little more than 5 points per game. And Amanda Walker rounds out the starting 5 with an average of better than 6.5 points per game. And their coach, Patrice Calloway, with a record of 7-4. Lady Bruins last time out smashed, crushed, killed, whatever the word is, Warwick 71-16.
They showed no mercy.
No, they took no prisoners.
All right, Tim, we will pick a player of the game tonight from the Bethel Bruins, and that player will receive a plaque and a shirt. The plaque comes from Buckwalder / Engraving Inc., located at Tab Square on Route 17. For all your engraving needs, contact Jim at 596-8850, Dave Buckwalder, the owner. Shirt comes from Islander Hardware and Sporting Goods, and they're located in Pocosin. They can meet all your sports needs with a full line of athletic goods, both team and individual, equipment and uniforms, plus they have screen printing. Call Dave Chubb at 868-8467. John Roberts is the owner.
All right, we've got all the preliminaries taken care of. The Patriots will have Caldwell jumping against Walker of Bethel.
And one thing you'll see about the Denbigh Patriots is that they will do some zone press to see how things are working and then go from there. With nice 32 right from the get-go.
Wasted no time as Chanel Scott makes it 2-0 in favor of the Lady Bruins, just underway. There is no shot clock and the Denbigh Patriots retaliate with a 3-point by Amy O'Neill. But there is no shot clock in ladies basketball. There is the 10-second timeline, but there is no time within which one must take a shot. And both teams come out smoking as Veronica Johnson hits to regain the lead for the Lady Bruins.
Well, number 10 and number 12 for the Patriots are a freshman and a sophomore, Tim. And those are the leading scorers on that team this year.
Nice feed underneath, and a block and a foul will be called. Foul will be charged to Shamika Simmons, number 25. That'll be her first.
That was a good job that time by Kenya Andrews, Tim, going up in the air. Watch the replay, and she'll bring the player to her as she drives, and as she does, a little wraparound pass, and nice catch and drew the foul. Nice assist.
Rosalie Sizer hits the first of two. There you see a good look at Rosalie. And she bounces the second one, but it does, well, I started to say it comes to a Denbigh Patriot, but in fact, it is stolen by the Bruins. In the lane, off the mark, loose ball, chased down and controlled by the Patriots. Quickly down the court, and a foul will be called on Asia Carroll, number 3.
Doesn't look like they're going to give them an easy basket. You're going to have to earn everything you get. Got a quick timeout.
This will be a 20-second timeout by the Lady Bruins. Here's your replay.
She takes it strong, does Kenya, right to the basket, not only drawing the foul, but keeping her body between the defender and the ball, so that the only way you're going to get any contact, you got to make contact with me, so she's got a chance of getting the old-fashioned three-point play.
You can see the natural abilities of Kenya Andrews. You can just see how fluid she is, and
well, Tim, she's
24 points a game.
Yeah, and she's got 646 points in a year and a half. I mean, that's a career for some people.
You see a good look at Kenya, and she can't get the first of two to stay down. And the second one is good. So the Bruins find themselves trailing now by 1 point. Asia Carroll's shot from deep in the corner is off the mark, but chased down by Chanel Scott. Underneath, stick back, no good. Loose ball and controlled out at the point by Veronica Johnson.
Hey, three offensive rebounds, Tim, really make a difference to get yourself in control of a ball game.
Again, the Bruins not bashful from outside, and this one goes off the foot of a Bruin, and it'll belong to the Lady Patriots.
Well, the reason the Bruins are shooting the ball outside is that Denbigh is got a zone, and they packed the zone inside against number 41, Amanda Walker, the big center for the Bruins.
Three-point attempt off the mark, and Asia Carroll emphatically grabs the rebound.
Nice rebound, grabbed it and then protected the ball.
Bruins work it down low. Shot is a little short. Offensive board and stick in is good by Amanda Walker.
Just a junior, 5'11", can play both center and forward.
That basket gives the lead back to the Bruins, 6-5, as we have played a little more than 2 minutes. Way outside the three-point mark. Off the mark and rebounded by the Bruins.
The Bruins want to play up-tempo. You can see they're not waiting for anything. They're getting down inside.
Offensive board, Walker no, got her own rebound, still no, but another offensive board and a jump ball. Interesting. It looked to me like a foul.
I think it's amazing when you see these games played. Some games it's a little ticky-tack foul. That one she got mugged and it was a jump ball.
Well, how was the jump ball? The ball was never controlled by both players.
I know it. I don't understand that either, but
and to add insult to injury, they lose it on the possession arrow.
oh man.
7 offensive rebounds.
Oh,
and
nice steal.
And restolen by Andrews, and she scores. She'll make you pay if you're not on your toes. So the Bruins had stolen it, lost it right back, and Kenya Andrews knew what to do with it.
She knew to take it to the basket. And there we got a little trap in the corner off of this zone.
Left-hand shot, no good. Offensive board, too strong. So the Bruins continue to get the offensive rebounds, but that time unable to capitalize. And they work it inside, and a foul is charged to Shamika Simmons. That'll be her second.
Tim, she just went right over the back. She had no chance of knocking that ball away without drawing the foul. Watch this as the Patriots bring it down, work it inside right here, and you can see really, all she should have done is just play defense that time and not try to steal the ball.
Three-point attempt is off the mark. Rebound comes to the Lady Bruins. This is Asia Carroll. Right side feed for Augustin, and she'll put it in.
And she usually starts at point guard, Tim, but she's bringing her off the bench tonight. Tamisha is a good ball handler and is really an asset. She come off the bench and she's like a starter.
Off the mark with the long shot. Offensive board by the Patriots, no good. Another offensive board, a good block. And that one I could call a jump ball. That was a good call. That had block written all over it. So the possession arrow will give it over to the Lady Bruins, and they'll bring it up, leading by a point, a little more than halfway through the first period.
Did he call that a jump ball, Tim?
He did, yeah.
Well, they didn't change the possession arrow.
Yeah, they did. Oh, well, now they have, because the next possession arrow is going the other way.
Okay, you're right.
Offensive board and a stick in, so the Bruins continue to control the board.
And now that was what, 3 offensive rebounds they got on that series.
And she has alone 6 offensive rebounds, does Amanda Walker. She's got 4 points and a quick timeout, a 20-seconder called by Wanda Marinka. Here's some more of the action. You'll see again the work inside. There's an offensive board. There's another offensive board, and the foul, excuse me, the basket rather, and the quick timeout by Denbigh. Coach says, look, we've got to get better positioning.
Yeah, they really need to, because that is court. The Bruins are a little bit bigger, but you have to put a body on somebody and just block out.
10 offensive boards in the game for the Bruins to 2 for the Patriots in this first period.
And then the Patriots came down that time, a little bit of pressure by the Bruins, and they turned the ball over.
So the Bruins will bring it back, leading by 3.
A 3-2 zone, and they're going to trap out of it if they can. Nice drive.
Oh, yeah, Asia Carroll with her first 2 of the night. So 5 of the Bruins have scored, and Walker has 2 baskets, and it's a 12-7 game in favor of the Bruins. Nice passing by the Patriots. Underneath, shot doesn't go, but a foul is called. Bob, are these all new scoreboards that we've seen here as well as at Kickotan?
Well, this one sure looks new now, but they had one similar to this before. I know Kickotan had the old styles, but
they do have the new that tells you
yeah,
the player who's, you know, the number of the player who committed the foul and all that good stuff. A lot easier to work with.
Really is.
There is no PA system, so you and I are always guessing as to who's doing what.
Not a very good outlet pass that time to Misha. Now, they call her Misha, so I thought, well, we'll call her Misha.
I think we should, as long as she doesn't mind.
And, you know, Patrice says she's almost like a coach on the court. And that anytime you got a player that can be like a coach on the court, boy, you talk about an advantage.
Well, that's what leadership does for you.
Yeah.
In the lane, no good. And another rebound for Walker.
And she can handle the ball right well.
In the corner, 3-point attempt short. And the Bruins getting just one shot as Denbigh loses it now as they turn it over in the interception by Asia Carroll.
And that's what happens when you get back on defense and you get in the passing lanes. And she took it all the way in and got the basket. Great job.
So Carroll now has 4 points, and it's the biggest lead of all, 7, as the Bruins have doubled the Patriots, and now coming back. Nice basket by Caldwell. 14-9 as we approach the 2-minute mark of the first period. Rapidly moving contest.
Caldwell, I thought that was that 20 to get out? I thought it was 33. My eyes playing games.
Well, it might have been. I looked up and it was hard for me to tell. So if you think it was 33.
Yeah, I think that's who it was, Tim. Amy Green. Yeah.
I thank you for correcting me. I guessed at that one because I couldn't tell for sure which lady took the shot. There's 20, and she's off the mark. But the Patriots chase down the loose ball. They move the ball around well.
They are very athletic themselves, very quick. They just don't have anybody underneath that can rebound.
And the Patriots steal it right back. Good tip. That was a heads-up play.
Wasn't that beautiful? That's number 33 again, Amy Green. No, that's 23.
That was
Tim.
41 that scored.
Yeah, no,
Sizer.
33 is the one who made the tip. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
Don't confuse me now.
No, I was the one who really created the basket.
I got you. I thought you were saying she scored it. Now, I said,
No.
wait a minute now.
No, you're right on who scored. I just want to make sure.
That was a nice play.
Because that's an assist.
Yeah.
Even though you don't have control, you're the one that got the ball to the gal or to the player that wasn't able to make the basket.
And
Great
talking
job.
about control, Zoom, Sitco, they have got control. They've got control of the best fast food stuff. Look at that. Nice play. Zoom's getting ready to open in my neighborhood.
All right.
There goes the neighborhood. I'll be over there all the time eating those potato wedges and fried chicken, Beantown coffee,
subs,
Krispy Kreme donuts, subs. I can stop by on our way home and just feed up.
And then go home and eat.
And there you go. Oh, I can still be hot by the time I get home.
That's
true. Right around the corner.
That is true.
All right, 1 minute now as the Bruins pull it out. They're up by 3, and they can make Denbigh come out and force the play. And now the defender is within the range where the referee starts counting. Now they're not. And again, it looks like the Bruins, interestingly, going to slow it down here.
Well, no, what they're trying to do is bring them out of that zone. Let's make them play man-to-man. Bruins are not hitting the outside shot. Or either that or they figure, well, we'll wait for the last shot of the first quarter.
Yep. They're up by 3, and we are now down to 26 seconds.
What this does is one of two things. It frustrates Denbigh a little bit, and it gives your team a chance to get a little bit more in control of the game and maturity of being patient.
10 seconds. 3-point attempt, no good. And they'll get Walker over the back, just barely, but she was there. So Walker gets called for her first personal foul.
I'm a little surprised at the shot. It was taken, I thought, a little too soon if you're going to try to get to the last shot.
Which, in this case, allows the Patriots a chance. And the shot was no good and no foul called. So we have played 1 period here at Bethel High School. And our score after 1 is Bethel 14 and Denbigh 11.
Tim, HCS Reports has a new look. Join anchor Beth Sadler on Monday through Friday at noon and again at 5 p.m. for all the news and information about the Hampton City Schools. Here's a look at some of our fans that we have. The bleachers behind us are broken. They couldn't get them all the way out, so we only have 3 sections of bleachers out here at Bethel.
I was told they did it just for us so we'd have plenty of room.
Yeah, Kaz did that just to build up your ego a little bit. So he says, well, Tim, I heard you were a big man on campus, and we want to make sure you have plenty of room.
I need it.
WHCS Channel 46 presents your school board meetings on the first and third Wednesday of each month at 7:30 p.m. And this is a live broadcast, so tune in and be informed.
How you doing? Here we are.
There we go.
Courtside. Look at all this ribbon. And got a rose between 2 thorns.
Wait a minute. You're trying to say that Bob and I are the thorns? You a rose?
You draw your own conclusions.
Nobody smelled you lately, Tim. A rose you're not.
Oh, now come on now.
I mean, you're all right, but not a rose.
It was figuratively speaking.
Okay.
Andrews in the lane off the mark as she was held down in the first period to just 3 points. Averages better than 24 per game. So the Bruins will bring it up after the out-of-bounds play. Wood Funeral Home, one of our corporate sponsors tonight, and we appreciate Wood Funeral Home, where Richard Pulley is the funeral director. Bill White and Bill Leggett are on staff. Wood Funeral Home, one of our friendly corporate sponsors. We appreciate that. Bruins being a little more methodical now as they work it in to Walker, and Walker draws the foul.
Well, and again, is another case where number 41 for the Patriots, Rosalie Sizer, was just no way she's going to knock that ball, and she's given up about 4 inches anyway.
Yeah, just to be a little more patient. There was no reason to. It wasn't like she was working the low post and she had a 2-foot shot, because she was really at the top of the key.
Yeah, she was 15 feet from the basket, and she's not going to shoot that basket, not from there, because she turns around, you're right in her face. So you got to be a little patient.
Yeah, and that's what you learn.
But I tell you, I like this zone, very active zone. very aggressive. A lot of times you get a team that plays zones and they're kind of passive. These young ladies are really playing hard in that zone.
And giving Bethel just one shot using that zone. It was a good move by Marinke to implement that type of defense. Turnover gives the ball back to the Bruins. Asia Carroll will drive the lane, put it up and in.
See, what happened that time is you get back on your transition game before the defense has a chance to set up. She was able to drive right on down and make a layup.
In the backcourt, Augustin commits the foul. Misha a little too aggressive, and that'll be her first personal. That's 6 against the team now, so one more will put the Patriots at the free throw line for the bonus. Now Carroll will come out of the game for Bethel, and Veronica Johnson will check back in.
And the Bruins right now are in a full court, kind of a heavy man-to-man until the ball gets thrown in, and what a nice move that time.
Boy, wasn't that? She faked the throw, took it back, and that looked like an extra special move, but Bruins were able to tie up the eventual recipient of the pass. And now the Patriots will try for 3, and it's off the rim, and rebounded by Walker. Walker got a bit of a break. No, they say
she grabbed it.
Yeah.
That's my ball.
Chanel Scott reached in, and now it's 1-and-1 time as the Bruins are over the limit, and for the balance of the first half, which has 6:15 left to go, the Patriots will be in a 1-and-1 at least. Only 2 team fouls have been charged to the Patriots. So they have quite a few fouls to give before a shooting situation would occur. Amy O'Neill will be at the free throw line, and she will not get the bonus. That's that importance of hitting the front end.
Yeah, well, and she shot that ball flat. She didn't put any arc on it like she has been on her 3-point shots.
Augustin got her own rebound, couldn't put it in, but Walker did. She rebounded it. Amanda Walker with yet another board and another basket.
I'm impressed with Amanda Walker. She really is doing a good job on the board, especially the offensive end. And Bob will tell you many offensive rebounds she's got, but that's really got to help the Bruins' cause.
Amazing. She has 7 offensive boards and 11 total, and we're still not even a little more than 2 minutes into the second period. And at that rate, wow.
Well, and one of the reasons is, Tim, is she's going up against a team that's much smaller, but you still got to get position, and that's what she's doing.
And once again, the Patriots unable to capitalize on the 1-and-1 as they miss the front end. Now they say the Bruins knocked that out. Yep, thought that went the other way.
Well,
I would have thought it was Bruin ball. Looked like the Patriot was the one that knocked it out, but that was not the way the officials saw it. Andrews has some difficulty, loses the dribble. Picked up by a teammate, loose ball underneath, and finally controlled by the Lady Bruins. That is Selena Scott.
Boy, I tell you, they're quick, aren't they? Both teams.
They are. Walker in the lane, no good, and she is fouled.
Almost could have caught a walk on that time. She may have
perhaps
shuffled a little bit. I thought that's what they were going to call. She turned around, and she was much more open than what she seems. Good shot of Marinke, the coach over the
Well, I guess she didn't move but one of her feet.
It looked like it, but great calls by the great no call.
That's right. They did pick up the foul, however, and Walker hits the first. That's just the first time that the Bruins have gone to the free throw line, and it's only the 3rd team foul. And of course, they will not be in the bonus until Denbigh commits 7 in the half. Walker no good on the second, but got her own rebound, stuck it up, no good. And finally controlled by the Patriots.
Oh.
Andrews with a nice drive and 2.
You just can't give her a foot. She'll take it all the way in.
She's got 5, and the lead is 6. Now this is a 3-pointer off the mark and controlled underneath by the Patriots. Rebound taken by Haas. And Andrews, no good. And over the back, they'll call Selena Scott for the personal foul for the Patriots, for the Bruins, rather.
I'll tell you the reason she missed that shot that time was because of Misha. Misha did a great job of going in front of her, not making contact. Watch this. She just cuts in front of her, makes no contact, but just enough to break her concentration.
But then you saw the ensuing play, Selena Scott go over the back. And again, the Patriots can't convert. They do steal, and then they travel.
That was a great steal. And just Amy O'Neill, Tim, 5'4", just a little bitty thing out there. But she is just a freshman. Very heads up, very smart basketball sense out there on the court.
4:50 left in the first half. 19-13 is our score. This game videotaped on the 14th of January, the year 2000. Tim Cole, Bob Hintz coming to you as the Bruins score. I didn't pick up, was that?
Scott, number 31.
Okay.
Yeah. And she just stole the ball down there at the other end.
Had my vision blocked just a little bit. Now we've got a foul on Andrews.
Oh, wait a second.
Or not.
No, it was on one of the Bruins or something. It was traveling. I'm not sure what they called.
Huh. If we were at Phoebus, I'd say that was a phantom call, but that's not what it was. I don't know what happened on that one.
Bruins are being a little more aggressive on defense.
Good save, and then the tie-up. Possession arrow will give the ball over to the Bruins.
Both of these teams very aggressive in their defense. And the Bruins are doing a little trap when they get a chance. And if you don't make crisp, clean passes, that's the result, a turnover. Right there, you saw what would happen.
Andrews has it knocked away, but it's chased down by Haas. Now Andrews way outside, off the mark. Good offensive board, no good. And the loose ball, and let's see who's got it. The Bruins had it, but traveled with it.
Well, two of the Bruins had it at one time, and you can't have it and be shuffling your feet.
Quick shot from Andrews off the inbound pass, and it's a three. So Andrews now with 8 points, just that quickly adds to her total, and it cuts the Bruin lead to just 5. Gustin dishes for Walker, and Walker has it stolen. Good job by the Patriots, and a nice lead pass underneath for Andrews.
I tell you, those two young ladies are really impressive, being a freshman and a sophomore.
No, they bode well for the future at Denbigh.
You got that. Now, if they get somebody, get some big pivot big pivot ball players under there, they'll really do some good.
And we've got a pushing foul underneath against Cunningham. Angela Cunningham picks up the foul. So the Bruins now have seen that lead evaporate. It's down to a 3-point difference, and the Patriots will go back to the free throw line with 1-1. But meantime, Patrice Calloway says, look, we've got to regroup here. They have not played well in the last 3 or 4 minutes.
Right, and they've kind of lost their focus in what Patrice wants them to do. But part of the reason they've lost their focus is because of the up-tempo that Denbigh's playing and the pressure they're playing on defense. They're not letting you get any clear shot at the basket. There's going to be somebody running at you, somebody with their hand in their face. They're going to contest every shot. They're going to contest every rebound. They may not win them all, but you're going to be in a battle to get it. And sometimes it gets you playing faster than you are able to play, and hence you will have turnovers because you shuffled your feet or you passed the ball at the wrong time and things of this nature. So Wanda Marinke over there, the coach at the Patriots, they're doing what they want them to do.
See one of our camera people, that's Sarah Sue.
Sarah Sue, and she's right behind us, and she cannot walk down those.
How did she get up there?
I don't know.
She can't come down either. Precariously perched would be the way you could phrase that. And finally, the Patriots take advantage by hitting the front end of the 1-and-1 as Amber Haas hits and hits 2 consecutive. So they've cut that lead to just a 1-point difference. The Bruins had led by 7. They'd even led by 9, I believe, but it's down to 1 point now. A 3-pointer and some free throws, and just like that, they're back in it now. They work the ball down low. That's good, smart basketball.
It really is, Tim. But if what the Patriots are doing, they're playing a 3-2 zone with 3 men in front, and that ball goes in the corner. One of the top young ladies goes down, and they trap in the corner when the Bruins got to move the ball quick enough to take advantage of an open space.
And then they also have to take advantage of the free throws, and unable to do so was Amber Dorsey. She'll get a second try. 2:43 left in the half. And the Bruins get 1 of 2 as they are 2 out of 4 for the game in free throw shooting, and they lead by 2. 22-20.
Now the Bruins are playing a zone.
Good feed and a nice block. Got a little bit of the ball, just enough to keep it loose, and the Bruins now control it. They work it into the corner. Now in the lane for Walker, and Walker traveled. Good call. Looked like she shuffled her feet.
She shuffled her feet and tried to split the 2 defenders, which was a smart thing to do, trying to split them, but you got to keep your pivot foot down.
So the Patriots, again, with a chance to tie or take the lead here, down by a pair. Andrews will try and take the lead, is off the mark. Ball knocked out of bounds, and a good call should belong to the Patriots. 2:01 left in the half. Amy O'Neill playing catch with Andrews. Now they swing it to the left side, and a rather flat trajectory is off the mark. And now the Bruins will try and push it up, and they throw it away, a little bit out of control.
Well, I think that when the Bruins that time wanted to get the ball to the center, somebody in the center, they didn't want their big player there handling the ball, and she got the ball and threw it away. That's not where she's used to being. As a ball handler, you got to have your guards out there in the center of the court.
In and out, and another rebound for Walker. Amanda Walker with a ton of rebounds here in the first half. And we get another traveling call as Asia Carroll took an extra step.
The Bruins are their own worst enemy right now. They're traveling, and that one was not caused by any defense other than just being too quick to move your feet before you dribble.
Yeah, Bob tells me that the Bruins have committed 11 turnovers, and that's a 3 from the corner.
And see, a lot of those turnovers are unforced.
That was LaToya White with the 3-pointer, and a 1-point lead now for the Patriots. Asia Carroll at the other end draws the foul.
But see, that's still a non-shooting foul.
Yep, sure is. 103, that is just the 5th team foul charged to the Patriots. And that is the first on Amber Haas, number 22. They'll work it down low for Walker, and Walker got the move and got the foul.
Well, that was a great move that time. But she brings the ball up. She tries to take it off the board instead of just lay it in there real nice. Watch the 3-pointer here. Boom. Nothing but net.
So Walker rattles it in and out as she now is 1 for 3 at the free throw line. And the Bruins are 2 for 5 in the first half. We're down to 1:01 remaining. 23-22 in favor of Denbigh. Walker still can't get it to stay down. Loose ball and a tie-up possession arrow will give the ball over to the Patriots. So Walker unable to hit on either of her 2 free throws.
Well, Amber Dorsey got the ball, Tim. She's 3 or 4 inches taller than the other gal, but she brought the ball down instead of keeping the ball high, and that's why she got tied up.
I got to tell you, though, in my opinion, I can't put a specific time frame to it, but the momentum of this game swung when the Bruins went into that stall early in the first period.
Yeah.
They were controlling the game until that point. And we got to travel before the shot. So Consecutive threes will not be the order of the day for LaToya White. She took a couple of extra mini steps before she unloaded that bomb, and that one won't count. So again, the Bruins will have an opportunity to regain the lead here with a half a minute remaining in the half. Work it on the right side and just carelessly lost out of bounds.
Well, and there's a case, Tim, when you got a young lady over there looking to where am I going to go with the ball, not looking the ball in her hands. Really, that another unforced error for the Bruins.
You see it at every level. Don't want to pick on these young ladies from the high school level. Three-pointer from the corner, number 22 for the Patriots, Haas. And that gives them a 4-point lead as we approach halftime. 5 seconds. Nice reverse layup underneath. Didn't go. Walker, no good. And the Patriots clear the board as the buzzer sounds to end the first half.
Well, what a difference between the first and second quarters.
Boy, I'll guess. And Denbigh with a 15-point production in the second period. And just an 8-point.
Watch a little replays there.
Just
this is the last three. This is the last three, Tim.
There you saw it. Flat-footed, two-handed set shot. It looked like Bob Cousy all over.
Hey, if it works, do it, baby.
Amen. All right, we're at halftime, and the Patriots of Denbigh High School lead by the score of 26-22. We'll return to Bethel High School for the third period of action after a brief timeout. Back here at Bethel High School as you watch the three-point shot from deep in the corner by Amber Haas right at the tail end of the first half. For the teams in the first half, scoring-wise, the Bruins were paced by Amanda Walker with 7 points. She had 3 twos and 1 of 4 free throws. 6 points for Asia Carroll, all coming from the field. And then 4 players had 2 points apiece. That was Augustin Johnson, Selena Scott, Chanel Scott, and then 1 point for Amber Dorsey as the 22 points on the board by the Bruins in the first half. For the Patriots, they were paced by the leading scorer on their team. That is, of course, Kenya Andrews, and she had 10 in the first half. She had 3 twos, a 3, and 1 of 2 free throws. She had 5, take a what? 5 points for Amber Haas on a 3 and 2 twos.
I think I was yawning. Scotty was telling me to take a nap before I show up.
I thought you were talking to me.
He's got.
I was all right.
He's picking on me.
I got the one statistic. I got to do Mr. Killen's stats here. I got to make sure we mention. Big difference in the first half was the Bruins out rebounded Denbigh 26-19, but they also committed 10 more turnovers than the Patriots did, 13-3.
Well, that time, Tim, they just went right inside, the Bruins did.
And who got that basket?
Number 25 got the basket for the Bruins.
That
Tim,
is
Simmons.
Shamika Simmons. All right, appreciate that. So our second half underway. Denbigh continues to fire from downtown, off the mark, and another rebound for Amanda Walker. And we've got a Denbigh player who might have caught a finger in the eye or an elbow or something. She says that she's all right. Coach Moringa says, wait a minute, let's just make sure. See if she is all right. Now, if she drew blood, she will have to come out of the game. I don't know whether
if you got a finger in the eye, you want to play, but if you're a coach, you say, listen, let's look at it. Let's make sure that there's nothing wrong.
All right, so the lead now for the Patriots is 2.
Bruins still attacking a 2-3 zone, and they're looking like they're trying to get it inside more rather than the outside shot, which I think is what they need to do. And that's what happens. You're bigger, work it inside, put the pressure on the smaller Patriot team.
So a basket and a foul, a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play as you watch the replay here. And there you saw the contact, and the basket was good, and the foul was picked up by number 41. That is Rosalie Sizer. That's her second. And no, we have a lane violation. Asia Carroll stepped over the line, so deny her that point that would have given the lead to the Bruins.
Now the Bruins are in a 1-2-2 full court zone press.
Trying to apply some pressure, and it works as the Patriots turn it over.
And that's what you want to do. Make them throw that long pass. The long pass sometimes is harder to handle. In that case, you see what happened that time. Turn it over. The Bruins have a chance to go back on offense, let their defense kind of dictate the tempo of the game. But the difference so far in the second half is the Bruins coming out, Tim, are getting the ball inside, and that you get it inside, you got a definite advantage. The Patriots have to drop down inside. That will open up your outside game.
Tim Cole and Bob Hintz, along with Bob Killen and the Channel 46 crew, as we bring this game to you, videotaped on the 14th of January, 1999, plus 1 year, which makes it 2000. Hard to break that habit.
Yeah, you want to say 19?
I want to be 19. That's the problem. Bruins move it around from the free throw line. It's off the mark, and the Patriots clean the board.
Nice steal.
Rebound, but stolen by the Bruins.
Misha did a great job stepping in the passing lane that time.
Amy Green had gotten the board, but then they stole it. Augustine. All the way across the court. I want to work it down to Walker. Instead, and a tie-up. Good defensive play by the Patriots to tie the ball up.
Well, she turned right into a Bruin. I mean, right into a Patriot. And you.
Amy Green gets the tie-up, and the possession arrow will give it over to the Patriots. We're still tied at 26. Denbigh yet to score here as we've played a minute and a half into the third.
Now the Bruins in a 1-2-2 zone.
That is a favorite spot for that young lady. She's come out shooting the threes. She had one that was taken away from a traveling call, but that is her second triple from the corner.
I think Bruins might have to play a little more man-to-man and quit giving them that outside shot.
Andrews from NBA three-point range. Sizer got the rebound but couldn't put it in, and then Walker with yet another rebound.
I'm impressed with the way Walker not only gets the ball but gets it out. Nice feed.
Yep. Good feed to Walker, and she drew the foul. And that will give the Bruins, I believe that'll be a shooting foul.
Well, I tell you, Walker did a great job, Tim. She went over there and said, Misha, good job getting the ball into me.
That's 3 now on Amy Green, and Walker still can't hit that free throw as she made her first, but now has misfired on her last 4 attempts. 1 to go. And she does. She finally breaks that 0 for 4. 1 out of 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point difference. Stolen, and basket is converted by Veronica Johnson.
That 1-2-2 press.
So now we're tied at 29, and we've got a traveling call, so the pressure causes the turnover. 2
quick turnovers, Tim.
29 all with 5:46 to go. There's Patrice Callaway applauding the efforts of her team. Quickly from the inbounds pass off the mark. And Sizer brings it up for the Patriots. Wants to feed it left side for Andrews. It's knocked out of bounds. Last touched by the Bruins.
I think the Bruins are going to have to hustle out to the corners on these three-point shooters for the Patriots.
Yeah, because they're not going to wait. They are triggering, and here's Andrews again off the mark, and she continues to shoot 3 or 4 feet behind that line.
And she gets her own rebound.
No good. Walker had the rebound, but it's stolen by Sizer off the mark, and Walker just didn't even contest that one.
And that's about 3 rebounds that the Patriots got.
Rattling home. That's a 3. Amy O'Neill with her second turkey.
Little freshman.
That's what I call a 3, a turkey.
Oh, okay.
That's your final answer?
That's your final answer.
Moving around, the Bruins down by 3. Try to feed it to Carroll underneath. Nice feed. The basket counts. Asia Carroll got some contact. No foul was called. 1-point difference. The Patriots up by 1. Kenya Andrews, who shoots coming right out of the locker room, off the mark. So sure, her shot has not been effective here. She's missed a lot of outside shots. Stick back in, and that one was number 25. That is Simmons with the rebound and the stick back. Shamika Simmons. And we've got contact, and what do we got? We got a foul call.
And I'm watching Callaway over there, Patrice Callaway. She was saying knocked the ball away from her instead of running into her, and you would have got the turnaround. You see, the Bruins took the lead on that last basket.
7-4 rebounding in favor of the Patriots. So they have improved their rebounding against the Bruins here in the third period. And the shot is up off the mark, and we've got a foul underneath. Away from the shot.
And that was number 50, Tim, for the Bruins. That's White.
White. That'll be her second. So LaToya White called for the foul. That's the third team foul against the Patriots. Just one has been called so far against the Bruins. Bruins up by a point, throw it away. Andrews has it knocked away on a nice defensive play from behind by Veronica Johnson.
And that's what Patrice was trying to tell Chanel Scott to do a minute ago.
And the inbounds pass stolen by Walker. So the Bruins now will push it up the floor. Nice feed underneath to the open player, Simmons.
Being patient instead of shooting that outside shot. Got a full timeout this time by Wanda Mariki.
Well, that'll give me a chance to remind everybody again that Zooms with 5 convenient Hampton locations is a great place to go anytime for Citgo gas or fill your tummy up with good food. They've got that Nathaniel Braxton guy up there in the rafters.
Yeah, and he's saying, wait, what, chicken?
Yeah,
you got some chicken?
Who's calling a chicken? Yeah, we got chicken. We got your fried chicken, potato wedges. We got Krispy Kreme donuts, Beantown coffee, and much more at Zooms. And David Allen, we want to thank David Allen and all the fine folks at Zooms. You got something else to tell them about?
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about David Allen and what he is doing for the Hampton City Schools, and we really do appreciate what he's doing. But he's given an award to the senior basketball player on each one of these teams this year who has demonstrated academic excellence. These players will be awarded a plaque at a school board meeting after the season. We want to thank David Allen and Zooms for the continuing support of not only WHCS, but our student athletes. And, of course, we want to remind the folks that we have 2 people that help us pick the player of the game, or actually they give us the plaque and the shirt, and that's Buckwalter / Engraving Inc. and Islander Hardware and Sporting Goods.
All right, the Patriots being pressured by the Bruins to bring it across the timeline. Andrews getting close, and that was 10 seconds.
And that was real smart job that time by Patrice Calloway coming out of that timeout. Says, listen, we'll change our press a little bit, go out with a 3-2 press or a 3-1-1, and just kind of confuse the Patriots. 10-second violation.
Well, the Bruins now have regained the lead up to 3 and a chance to add to that lead here.
That was
Simmons.
like, Tim, that's like 6 unanswered points because of 3 turnovers.
And that's 8 points in the third period for Simmons as she has come alive here. She was scoreless in the first half and has put 8 on the board and another 10-second violation.
But, Tim, again, the reason that's happened is because they're making the Patriots throw the ball back and forth across the court rather than going down the court with it. But the reason that young lady is making all the points underneath the basket, Simmons, is because they're going inside. And that opens that outside game, that shot.
And Veronica Johnson hits the 3. And now an 8-point lead for the Bruins as they've just exploded here in the third. This is a 3-pointer, and we've got a foul.
And that's a 3-point shot foul, so it'll be 3 foul shots. And that's the bigger young lady. She's 5'11" for the Patriots, LaToya White. There's the Bethel 3-pointer, and that was by Veronica Johnson. Nice follow-through on that shot, Tim.
Asia Carroll was called for her second personal, and at the free throw line is LaToya White with 3 shots. Again, those of you that may not be familiar with the rule, if you're attempting a 3-point shot and you are fouled, you get 3 free throws. Misses the second. 7-point difference with 2:45 to go in the third period. And 2 out of 3 for LaToya White. So the Bruins up by 6. Feed it to Asia Carroll in the corner, and it's almost stolen. And look out, we almost got a basketball.
Almost got a basketball player.
That's right. Do we have any insurance for that?
I don't think so.
Bruins keep it. And a good steal.
Oh, nice job of getting into the passing lane.
And at the other end of the floor, the foul will be called against the Bruins.
And that's what, number 31, I think, got the foul, Tim.
Selena Scott will be called.
But she, again, they're going to contest that inside shot right here. Watch if you bounce pass, if you do a bounce pass, they're not going to accept it. But she got right in the passing lane, and that was Caldwell, I believe, was number 20 that did the, yeah. That's Tona Caldwell. She's another freshman. Excuse me, Tim.
It's okay. You got to tell me when you're through. Andrews with just her first point of the second half, and she misses the second, but the Patriots have the loose ball. Now a scramble and a jump ball with the possession arrow will give the ball to the homestanding Lady Bruins.
And right down on the floor, Amanda Walker. She's going right for the loose ball. Good job. Now, the Patriots themselves are now on a 2-2-1 full court zone press.
And that's a blocking foul. That will be against the Patriots. That will be their fourth team foul. That is also the third personal on Rosalie Sizer, so she has to be careful. 2:10 left in the third period. And hitting the short jumper is number 10, Veronica Johnson again, and she's added 9 points in the game, 7 here in the third period.
I think Walker does a great job, Tim. Now they're going to call a foul on Walker. I can't believe she's going for the ball.
I hope she's all right. She's a little slow to get up, but apparently okay. Good hustle, good aggressive play. Here's the replay. You'll see the scramble for the ball. How do you call a foul on any one player in that position?
You don't. I mean, Tim, nobody got an advantage that time. I don't understand how you can get the foul either. But it looked like Amanda Walker may have some blood or something. She got injured or something, I'm not sure. Or may have lost a contact lens. I think that may be what it is.
I see something. Is that it?
That's exactly what it is. All right, good job. We got an assist on the bench.
So the rebounding and the turnovers have narrowed here as the rebounding 30-28 in favor of the Lady Bruins, and the Patriots have turned the ball over more frequently here in the third as that long shot off the mark. The long rebound comes out, and we've got a foul called underneath. Let's see how this one goes.
Well, it's going against the Patriots, Tim, because they were forcing the Bruins further and further underneath the basket, but you can't be pushing them. And she gave him a little shove there. And
that'll be number 3 on LaToya White, and that's the 5th team foul. And then we've got a trip in the backcourt. And I think Andrews will get whistled down for that. That was an inadvertent trip.
It
You're
really
not talking
was.
about the last time we did a game.
And I think they did. They called it on Amy O'Neill, Tim, not on Andrews.
Okay, Andrews.
Both of them were there. But they see on the scoreboard they got number 10 as the perpetrator.
But that is the 6th team foul against Denbigh, so the next one will result in a 1-and-1 for the balance of the game. 4 team fouls against Bethel at this point, just the reverse of what was occurring in the first half. Battle underneath, Asia Carroll put it back up, no good. And then a foul called underneath, and I guess a little too aggressive was Selena Scott. I like that, though.
I do, too.
That was a good aggressive play. That's her third, however. So the Patriots will trigger. Now that's 5 team fouls against the Lady Bruins. White gives on the right side to O'Neal.
Ready for that press, but she can't pick her feet up before she dribbles, and that's what she did.
There you see Coach Arinka trying to do that coaching thing from the sideline. And another turnover by the Lady Bruins. And Bob was just telling me in the first half, Denbigh had just 3 turnovers, which kept them in the game. In fact, had them with the lead, but they've committed 9 here in the third period alone. So their turnover ratio has definitely increased threefold. And another turnover, but then the Bruins turn it over.
Well,
so back-to-back.
And that's back-to-back times that Amber Dorsey has been called for traveling, Tim. She got the ball down here, shuffled her feet. She's just a freshman. And at the other end, she again, another steal, but she shuffled her feet after she stole the ball.
Just a freshman, though.
And she's 6 foot, so she's still growing.
Nice steal. And a good basket. That is a nice.
And no foul on that? That's hard to believe.
Selena Scott stole it, almost stole it again. And then the Patriots stepped on the sideline. So the pressure causes the turnover once again.
Selena Scott, great hustle.
9 points is the difference now. Here's the replay. You'll see.
Watch this. She gets mugged here, Tim.
She got hammered pretty good. And you'll see as you go back to the live action now, this is a 3 from the corner by Carroll. That's her first 3. And the Bruins have opened up a 12-point lead.
And the difference is they're playing with a lot more confidence.
Stolen.
Their defense is creating their offense.
9 points for Veronica Johnson in the third period. She and Shamika Simmons have triggered this burst, and the Bruins get it right back on the turnover.
Rosalie Sizer just a little bit out of control that time, trying to take the ball in and really lost control of it.
Buzzer sounds, a long shot, as 2.9 seconds is all they had when the ball came inbounds, and the desperation shot off the mark. But the Bruins, who trailed by 4 at halftime, have taken a 14-point lead.
Well, they outscored them 18 points then in that quarter. What a job.
Just 9 points in the quarter for the Patriots. And for the Lady Bruins, they had 20.
You want your calculator?
Carrier 2. I'm running out of feet. 27
right, here's
points.
The steal by Veronica Johnson, Tim.
27 points by the Lady Bruins in the third period. That is outstanding.
Good shot there of Coach Kozlowski guarding the door.
Not letting us out.
Not really. Of course, the athletic director over here is at all the contests. Had a chance to talk to him earlier. Just as friendly and open and easygoing as he always been.
Amen. 14-9, the turnover ratio in favor of the Bruins, or to the detriment of the Patriots, however you want to phrase that. But a tremendous third period of scoring. And let me just highlight a couple. Asia Carroll had 7 points, 9 points for Veronica Johnson, 8 points for Shamika Simmons, and just 2 points, or just 1 point from the leading scorer in the first half for the Bruins, Amanda Walker.
And then they caused the Denbigh to get a violation on the half-court line.
What is it called, over and back or something like that? All right, so the fourth period just underway. And the Lady Bruins now with a 14-point lead, but we saw how quickly that can change.
Yeah, and you got to keep attacking and doing what you've been doing, and I think that's what the Bruins have got to continue to do. Don't be holding that ball.
Well, they got that lead, quite frankly, in my opinion, by good ball movement,
right,
and finding the open player, and that's exactly what they did.
They went back, they went away from just coming down and taking an outside shot. They went inside, and that opened up everything else, because now Denbigh figures, we got to watch out for more than just a one-dimension team here.
Amy O'Neill picks up her second foul, and that will send Selena Scott to the free throw line. That's her first trip there, and she does not get the front end and therefore will not get the bonus, but the loose ball is put back in by Amanda Walker, so she starts her scoring efforts again. She's got 10 in the game and steals the ball. And a foul and 2 shots coming.
Tim, Amanda Walker back that last trip down, got 2 offensive rebounds. Got the first and put it up, missed it, got it back and put it back in, and then come down at half court, makes the steal.
And here's some of the action you'll see.
Right there, though. She'll get right back up, get her own rebound, and put it right back up.
That was a case where White jumped too early.
Yeah. And this young lady, Tim, is your pivot player, so to speak. She's just a junior. She's 5'11". A lot of young kids on both teams.
And a jump ball. Possession arrow will give the ball to the Bruins.
Tim, with a three-pointer, they could open up a 20-point lead right now.
Tremendous turnaround in the third period for the Lady Bruins. This is Johnson, who has 9 points here in the second half. Want to work it down low. Kick it back outside. Asia Carroll will fire it up short, and she'll let it go out of bounds. Last touched by the Patriots.
Smart ball movement that time. They're moving the ball around quick, the Bruins, finding the open player for an open look at the basket. Great job.
Looking down low for Walker, and Walker had it knocked away, but retrieved by the Bruins, and now the Patriots get the loose ball. Patriots just got no flow to their offense here in the second half. Way downtown, it's a basket and a foul.
Chance for a 4-point play here.
That's exactly right. Rosalie Sizer hits the three, and she'll get a chance for the 4-point play. You don't see that very often. Foul is charged to
33, Tim.
Yeah, right. Yeah, here. Yeah, they
gave it to Amber Dorsey.
Yeah, they
slow getting it up there.
Slow it up. I was looking for 20, and there isn't a 20 on the Bruins side, so that was throwing me off there. And now a timeout has been called. And again, we'll remind you, we'll pick a player of the game from the Lady Bruins.
We sure will, Tim.
And there, look at those, the Rogues Gallery there.
Oh, I tell you, that's a lineup and a half, isn't it?
All right, that's enough.
And one of them's a cop.
Two of them, actually.
But we will pick a player of the game, and both of these young people who will help us, David Buckwalter, a graduate from here at Bethel High School, and John Roberts, the owner of Island Hardware and Sporting Goods, graduate of Kickingham High School. We want to take our hats off to they help us, and they've been doing this, I can't even go back how many years they've been doing this, but plaque and a shirt, and we do appreciate it, and I know the young people enjoy it. The plaques they put on the wall, they can wear that shirt with pride when they go to school. Player of the game shirt and a plaque.
At the free throw line now for the three-point play, and it's off the mark. And we've got a foul called inside as Rosalie Sizer cannot hit the 4-point play, but the Patriots got the rebound, and now both teams are over the limit, so the 1-and-1 is in effect from this point out. And Selena Scott has just picked up her 4th personal foul for the Bruins, and she will check out. And in her place will come Chanel Scott.
And Chanel is a sophomore, Tim.
Missed free throw attempt by the Patriots is rebounded by Walker. She's just got a ton of rebounds. Now a stolen ball.
The Walker's limping, Tim.
Good job.
She had twisted her ankle, but she got hustled back, stopped, and was set.
Got a injured Denbigh Patriot who went down awkwardly on that play. That is, I believe that's Sizer.
Watch the replay, Tim.
And you saw how she landed.
Oh, she came down hard.
Face first, yeah. In the ball game, by the way, statistically, while we don't want to diminish the injury on the floor, Bob was telling me Walker now with 20 rebounds in the game. Sizer landed awkwardly, and let's hope she's okay. She is sitting up, as you can see, so just hopeful that it's
nothing serious. Hopefully, just maybe wind knocked out of her or something like that. But that had to hurt, Tim. She did not get her hands out in front of her when she came down. But a great job that time by Amanda Walker, setting her position, not moving, drawing the charge. Nice hand for Rosalie Sizer. They're going to take her into the locker room. I see they're going to check and make sure there's nothing seriously wrong as the Bruins get the ball on the turnover.
Turnover, speaking of that, the Patriots went from Dr. Jekyll to Mr. Hyde. They went from just 3 in the first half to 15 in the second half, and we've just played not quite 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. So
wow,
their turnover ratio has gotten really bad, and that's what happened. In the third period, they turned the ball over, and the Bruins scored after those turnovers.
And the reason they turned it over is because of the defensive pressure by the Bruins. It's a lot more aggressive than it was the first half.
Andrews from way outside, off the mark. Offensive board for the Patriots, no good. And the loose ball is finally controlled by Simmons. She is trying to get it down court for Scott, and Scott's shot is off the mark, and she comes up, Gimpy. Landed awkwardly on the play. Andrews with a running one-hander. What a play that was.
That was nice, Tim. Right off the board. That's the only way she was going to make it is use that backboard.
But she's been held to just 3 points in the second half. And that basket was 2 of those 3. Nice block underneath. And the Patriots on the block shot get it back.
Well, I tell you, a little travel there. But Tim, the Patriots are doing a good job rotating their defense against this offense that the Bruins are running right now. If you don't make crisp, good passes, they're going to get picked off.
Bethel with the ball and a 12-point lead. Again, that zone being employed by the Patriots. Augustin dishes outside, left-handed shot, no good. Walker follows and hits. Amanda Walker with yet another rebound and a basket.
And a turnover.
Loose ball, and it's finally controlled by the Patriots. Andrews has to look out. She does. Nice pass underneath.
Great pass. And nice catch.
Amy Haas, and that just goes to show that Andrews is not just a shooter. She's a good passer as well. She's a very impressive young lady on the basketball court. You said she's just a sophomore? Or
just a sophomore,
wow.
Tim.
Knocked out of bounds by Denbigh. 4:35 to go in the fourth period. Denbigh down by a dozen. They led by 4 at halftime, but a big third period by the Bruins has pulled them out on top by 12. Now the Bruins starting to stand around a little bit, might have gotten a little bit winded. And we've got a double dribble.
And that's an unforced error, Tim. She wasn't heavily guarded or closely guarded, but you get kind of lackadaisical sometimes, and that just will drive a coach crazy.
Three-pointer, bingo. What a shot by Amy O'Neill. That's her third three-pointer of the night. She's got 9 points.
Freshman.
That was a bullet. And that cuts the lead down to below double digits now as the Bruins up by just 9.
And they're going back into this deliberate offense.
Bit of a stall, if you will.
Well, they'll call it more of a deliberate offense. They're looking to score maybe, but they're not just stalling the ball. So they got the Patriots where they want them in a man-to-man.
Yep. Shorten the game up a little bit here, but they're really not looking down low. Now you've got a palming call against the Bruins. So I don't like it. I mean, I'm not a coach, and I certainly am not criticizing Coach Callaway's decision to do that, but they were moving the ball so well. Ball almost stolen, and she was laying on the sideline there, and so the out-of-bounds play will give the ball back to the Patriots. But the lead has been reduced to 9.
And it was one time, it was 17.
Well, a three-point bullet just a while ago by Amy O'Neill took care of that double-digit lead. But a three-pointer here makes it a 6-point game, and that's very manageable with more than 3 minutes to go.
Well, with 3-pointers, that means you've got three possessions.
And we've got a whistle and a foul underneath.
Yeah, that's on number 33, Amy Green. She just went right over the back of Amanda Walker.
That'll be her 4th, and that will be double bonus time, as that is the 10th team foul against the Patriots, and now all fouls will be 2 shots for the Bruins, as you get a real good look at Shamika Simmons, who has certainly been a candidate for that player of the game now with her second half play. Just as I say that, she misses the free throw.
Well, that's that old curse.
Yeah.
Right there, you can see the Amy Green just slapping at the ball.
Simmons, chance to make it a 10-point difference. Left-handed shot is in and out, but Walker follows and hits.
I tell you, that just not doing a good job boxing out of the Patriots.
7 in the first half, 7 in the second half for Walker. And a boatload of rebounds to go along with 14 points. 22 rebounds in the ballgame. And that ball is knocked out of bounds by the Bruins.
Well, actually, it was stolen, but as she stole it, she stepped out of bounds.
2:44 left in regulation. Andrews will force it up, no good. Simmons with the rebound. Veronica Johnson now working outside. Picked up by Andrews, gives on the left wing to Selena Scott. Now Asia Carroll. Spin move in the lane. Carroll put it up and in. No, it falls out, but Walker rebounds. No good. Walker with yet another rebound. She's really upset with herself.
She is, because that was a shot she should have made, and she knows she should have.
But don't hit yourself in the head like that, Amanda. That's what I did, and look what happened to me. Andrews with a nice dish underneath, and the basket is good on a fine assist and a basket by Caldwell. Just her first basket. 8 assists for Andrews. And the lead is again 9. Asia Carroll underneath, and she is fouled. Caldwell will get called for the foul. That's just the second on Caldwell, but that is, as I mentioned, more than 10 now. Watch the replay here. Good move. Asia Carroll will get 2 shots. Bruins just not able to seal this game.
Percentage off from the foul line, but either one of these teams are burning up the foul line.
Well, the Bruins hit that one. Asia Carroll 1 out of 2. One player is 0 for 2, 0 for 1, 2 for 4, and 2 for 5, 2 for 6 rather. So the free throw shooting not spectacular. Stolen by Walker. Lead pass right side and put it up. No good. Over the top.
But they're saying the Denbigh Patriots look like out of bounds. We got a timeout by the.
And Coach Marinka does not agree with that call.
Yeah.
Frankly, I don't either. It looked to me clearly like the Bruin knocked it out of bounds, but the Bruins get a break here with 1:40 left, and they lead by 10. So this game not completely decided yet. Let's talk about our player of the game.
Yeah, Tim, I'm kind of leaning to go with 2 players of the game tonight, and simply because we're not doing one for the other team.
Watch some of the replay here. Just to make sure.
You know, you look at Asia Carroll, Amanda Walker, Veronica Johnson, Shamika Simmons. I mean, these young ladies have played real good. I like Asia Carroll because what she did in the first half, she's contributed in the second half, but she was really probably the only offensive threat that they had going in the first half. And Walker, what a job she's done. How many rebounds she's got? I don't know.
20 plus. 23 and 5 assists.
So she's got a double-double. And 4 steals. Well, let's go with 2.
And a partridge in the pear tree.
Yeah. We'll go with Amanda Walker.
Huh?
And who do you think? Asia Carroll?
Well, I tend to go that way, but Veronica Johnson, I'm kind of torn here because Veronica Johnson has 9 points in the second half, and Shamika Simmons has 8, and they've been major contributors in that third period pull away. So, tough call.
Well, I'll let you make the second one.
All right,
Think
thanks.
about it.
Yeah, you make the easy one.
I always do the easy one. I'll go with Amanda Walker.
I got to look at the contract. I got to figure that one out. I haven't figured out how that one works yet. We're down to a minute 20. I'll I'll keep them in suspense, as they would say. And Walker's shot was after the buzzer, or rather the whistle. It won't count, but there is a foul called. I'll tell you what, I'm going, since you give me that option, and take nothing away from the great effort from Veronica Johnson and Asia Carroll, but Shamika Simmons, number 25, hit the open jumpers and got the points when they needed them in the third period to pull away. So with some reluctance, because it was a tough choice, we always want to make sure these girls know that it's not a clear-cut case in every occasion, and this is definitely one of those times when good efforts by a number of players, and unfortunately we have to pick just, in this case, 2. We've at least been able to add 2 in there. So Asia Carroll and Amanda Walker are co-players of the game. And this is Asia Carroll with the rebound. But Veronica Johnson with a great game. And Walker continues to score.
So we got Walker and Simmons.
Right.
Okay.
And Walker, who had 7 points in the first half, has added 9 here. And a block by Asia Carroll. 52.5 seconds remaining. 13 points is the lead, and the Bruins now will call a time.
Watch the replay, Tim, on this block.
We talked about nice block. We talked about all of our crew tonight.
Oh no, we need to talk about our crew. They are a group.
That's
to be reckoned with.
Crew usually is.
Well, I mean, to be reckoned with. Of course, we have. We've talked about Sue Sarah on the Bowers on one of the cameras, Nathaniel Braxton on the other one, and of course the end zone camera, the end line camera is Ron Baton. In the truck, engineer Don Rouse, graphics, audio, Andy Foley, and of course the big guy, beam me up, Scotty Bowers. The director and all-around good guy, drives the truck. He
signs the checks.
Does he sign it? I've never got a check from Scotty. I wonder why that is.
I haven't gotten one, but he makes it. I was going to say, you left for someone out there.
See, I forgot Bev Penn.
How could you forget Bev Penn?
Well, I don't know. She abandoned us, went over here to Bethel. Now she's at Phoebus, but does a great job on the replay.
Andrews from way outside. That one goes almost over the backboard. Rebound comes out, and back come the Lady Bruins. Asia Carroll picked up by Andrews. Andrews has been held to just 3 points in the second half and a total of 13 in the game. Better than 11 points under her average. Selena Scott, and then we've got a 5-second violation.
I don't know about that. There was a definite separation there at one point.
25.7 seconds left in the game as Denbigh now down by a baker's dozen, and time is just not going to allow them to get back into this one. Andrews, who's shot some shots from way outside, and Walker with yet another rebound as she's got that double-double working big time. Bruins and Simmons for the easy bucket underneath.
And that's hustle. That's hustle.
25 rebounds for Walker. Andrews, as the buzzer sounds, and kind of indicative of the way the game went for them, 13 points for Andrews all totaled. But let me just real quickly want to mention the players of the game, and I'll do some quick tallying here, Bob.
Okay, we want to thank Engraving Inc., Buck Walters Engraving, and Island of Hardware and Sporting Goods for allowing us to pick the player of the game, and we will give them a shirt and a plaque. And those players of the game are Amanda Walker and Shamika Simmons.
8 points in the second half. All of her points coming in the second half for Simmons. And Amanda Walker, 7 in the first half. She added 9 in the second half, 16 points and 25 rebounds.
That's amazing.
for Amanda Walker. And the Bruins struggling in the first half, led after one, trailed at halftime, and then just blew the the Patriots off the court in the third period to win, going away by the final score of 62-47. So for the Channel 46 crew, for Bob Hintz and Bob Killen, this is Tim Cole. And don't forget our sponsors that help bring this to you tonight, Zooms. Don't forget them. They're a big part of this. Zooms, Citgo, and in part by Wood Funeral Home. Final score again is Bethel 62 and Denbigh 47. Good night, everybody.